Hello and welcome to our flip video lesson, The Hindu View, lesson 6.08. So our lesson 6.08 details are your Human Odyssey reading pages 184 to 189, your student guide workbook pages 187 to 189. Your OMS assignment is assessment 6.08 and then about the topic, Hindu caste system and important spiritual beliefs. Our lesson learning objectives for today are to describe some of the Hindu beliefs regarding the Ganges as a sacred river, explain how the Ramayana describes the Hindu belief in the importance of duty and honor, and identify the three main gods of Hinduism. Lesson Introduction: The Hindu View. Hinduism blended the beliefs of the Aryans with those of the people of the Indus Valley. Hindus worship many gods as part of one universal essence and believe in the cycle of death and rebirth known as reincarnation. In each life, Hindus are supposed to work hard, fulfill the duties of their caste, and work towards betterment in the next life. They believe that self will eventually reach spiritual perfection and unite with the universal spirit. Many Hindu beliefs are spelled out in the Ramayana, the epic poem that recounts the heroic adventures of Prince Rama. The story of Ramayana. This is on page 185 in your Human Odyssey book, so I highly suggest you read that if you have not done so already. You may want to pause this video. The major themes of the story of Ramayana. Through their actions in the text, Rama and Sita come to embody the ideals of matrimony through their devotion and love for one another. Rama inspires loyalty among his people for his nobility, while Sita's self-sacrifice is seen as the ultimate demonstration of devotion. Rama's brother, Lakshmana, who chose to be exiled with his sibling, embodies familial loyalty, while Hanuman's performance on the battlefield exemplifies bravery and nobility. And now you can open your student guide to page 187. The Hindu deities, and deities are godlike figures. That's what the word deity means. There were three main gods. Brahma, Vishnu, and Shiva are the three main gods of the Hindu religion. Some believe they are all part of Brahman. There were thousands of other Hindu gods and goddesses. Each Hindu deity had a unique personality. Each Hindu deity had a role. The Hindu deities could take human form and teach people lessons. The lessons of the gods almost always stress the virtue of adhering to duty. And this goes along with questions 1 and 4. You'll notice there's some additional information there, but you can use that information on this slide to fill in questions 1 and 4 on page 187 and 188. And then this goes along with questions 2 and questions 3 on those same pages. The Ganges River. The Ganges River became sacred when more and more Aryans settled on the plains near the river. According to Hindu tradition, the Ganges flows down from the hair of the god Shiva. Hindu belief is that by bathing in the Ganges, a person can cleanse himself of sin. The Ganges River has a divine source, and scattering a person's ashes on the river is a final act of purification. And again, I'm going to reference back to your book. If you look on page 184 in your Human Odyssey book, your reading book, you can see there's a sidebar there on the left-hand side that gives additional information about the sacred Ganges River. Hindu values. So if you take a look at page 189 in your student guide, these are quotes from the Ramayana and the characteristics they show. He had protected a holy man from hideous demons, and that shows bravery, shows that he was strong and clever. He lifted the bow as if it weighed no more than a toothpick. Obviously, that shows strength. Question number 3. You know it is our sacred duty to obey our Father in all things. That shows devotion, obedience, and loyalty. Question number 4. Rama had no fear. That shows that Rama was fearless. Question number 5. Then I will capture it for you. That shows, again, bravery, strength, cleverness, and devotion. Question number 6, but I will never betray my husband. That shows loyalty and shows devotion. And then question number 7, calmly he raised his bow and aimed the arrow at Ravana's heart. That shows fearlessness. And then this is also on page 189 under Hindu values. This is that thinking cap question. Duty, that should be honor and honor. I'm sorry, I have a typo there. Duty and honor are important values in Hindu culture. The Ramayana illustrates these and other important personal qualities. So the king kept his promise to grant his wife 2 wishes, even though her wishes would hurt him. Rama's dutiful, even though it meant he must leave home. Bharata was dutiful and took the throne, even though he didn't want to be king. And literature makes characters larger than life to accentuate the positive virtues and values to be communicated to a culture. And again, it is always important to make sure you have your reading pages complete. For today's lesson, it was pages 184 to 189 in your Human Odyssey reading book. Important vocabulary words to understand. The word sacred means dedicated to a religious purpose. Divine means of, from, or like God or a God. Purification means to free someone from guilt. And honor means to hold something or someone in high respect. And here we come to our quote section. Rights that do not flow from duty well performed are not worth having. And that was said by Gandhi. Thanks so much for joining me today. Remember, motivation is what gets you started. Habit is what keeps you going. Have a great day.